Hi, I'm Chris Raptus Real Estate. Welcome to another short. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research, like and retweet and share. It all helps with the algorithm. Greetings. It is National Property Managers Day today on the 25th of July, 2026. So shout out to all those property managers. It's not an easy gig. Doing property for 20 years is not easy. It certainly has been an eventful run in real estate, especially in South Australia. We've seen the things like GFC, we've things like the COVID-19 pandemic. We've seen things like the media spooking everyone, saying property prices are going to drop by 40%. We've seen the M2 money supply and quantitative easing and quantitative tightening and interest rate rises and interest rate drops and what that has done to the marketplace. So that's what you're paying for when it comes to real estate agents, is their experience, their enthusiasm, and how they can see things around the corner and how they can predict where the prices are going to land. On that being said, I don't agree with the Adelaide South Australian government implementing the cancellation of the sunset clauses in contracts. You know, consumers need to take some responsibility. They need to read what they're signing. It's not a good feeling for families. Yes, people have been out of pocket. Yes, it hurts, but certainly the developer exercised their right to issue that sunset clause. And, you know, we can't stifle progress. We need people and investors and builders and conglomerates to come into South Australia and develop it. And the reason we need that to happen is because if you look for the last 20 years, really there hasn't been too much progress. So we want progress, we want property prices to stabilize, we want growth, we want the benefits of having a larger city and a cosmopolitan lifestyle, multiculturalism ethos that we implement here in Adelaide and South Australia. But at the end of the day, we can't have our cake and eat it at the same time, right? You know, it's very hard to keep the traditional methods and keeping the character whilst adapting to the modern. So that being said, things are going great. I don't agree with everything. I think that, you know, property prices continue to go up. We've seen almost 5% growth in the last quarter. We've seen clearance rates pull back a little bit, but certainly medium sale price overall is over $1 million in Adelaide, fourth most expensive city in Australia, so capital city. So that being said, we're very optimistic for the future. Thanks for watching. Look forward to checking in with you on the next one. Be positive. Everything's going great. If you're in Europe, if you're in